Hello everyone, and welcome back to The Scope, continuing the story of Winds of Change. So, from what I remembered last, we went everywhere and got all the backstories and talked all the talk that we could talk. So, it's time for us to move on. Time to leave. Well, it's not the Shire. But yeah, time for us to move out. Yeah. We head back to Main Street, in search of Zamira. The blade of Exodus is strapped to my back, and it's heavy. Glances from the townspeople show that they're aware of this artifact. However, being who I am, they raise no concerns to my face.
So, Valessa, do you see him anywhere? I don't know what he looks like, so this is on you.
Yeah, sorry, I'll point him out. I'm just not used to the villagers staring like this. That blade really makes us stand out, doesn't it?
It does. I'm gonna turn down the music because it's kind of drowning out their voices. Just a bit. Voices? A bit higher? Music's still there. Alright, there we go. Continuing.
Or maybe they're just admiring our good looks. Come on, Valessa, don't be so uptight. Nobody knows what this blade can do. Let them stare.
She gives Fortame no response as she scans the area. It's true. They could stare, but they didn't know. To them, it was just a cool sword, something new. Velnorth could be pretty stagnant and short of excitement.
Wait, I see him.
Yeah, where? What? Who? She points to a man standing near my house. He has his back against it and taps his foot on the ground. I guess he knew where I lived. Miles must have told him.
Hey Zamira, how's your watch going?
His ears perk up and starts to approach us. A huge smile on his face. A huge smile on his face as he quickly closes the distance.
Hey, Valessa. Long time no see. Can't complain. Things are pretty much the same. This is the most excitement I've had in years.
He looks me up and down before staring at the blade. Something told me he wouldn't stay quite like the villagers. Am I reading things properly? Because it doesn't feel like the words flow properly, but you know what? It's how it was read.
Whoa. That thing looks pretty cool. I've read a few stories, but didn't get to see it. You'll have to tell me more as we head to Peregrino.
Sure.
Wait, hold on. I have a few questions to ask.
Oh, sure. Let's walk and talk. If I'm not mistaken, we're on a schedule.
He points towards the gate leading to Valinor, out of Valinor. Fortane speaks his mind as we start walking over.
So, you know what's coming, right? I just need to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do. But Miles has a plan to keep everyone safe, and at the very least, we have a few days to prepare.
I'm confused, though. He knew about this attack. And from what he said, he's known for a while. Why give up Valinor? Why not fortify and prepare?
Actually, I heard something about that. Damek, the leader of the rebels, had a vision. Apparently, that blade is more than just a weapon.
Wait, other people can use it then?
No one else has tried, to be honest. But in his vision, he saw the triumvirate fall. The cost was clear. Valinor fell as well.
Who says they both need to happen? We could take them down without abandoning Valinor. Isn't it a little short-sighted to do something like that?
We don't really know for sure, Valessa, but it sure makes sense to replicate what he saw. That way, the rebellion's victory is guaranteed. Besides, Miles will evacuate everyone that's willing. Valinor can be resettled in the future. I know it. I just worry about those who don't buy into the story.
What do you mean?
Well, some people will be stubborn. We can't force them to leave. We just encourage it. Those that stay behind, well, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah, I mean, you want to save lives, and with the knowledge you have, the skills you have, all that stuff, you can only offer and bid and stuff like that. If you force, they're just not going to be as willing or at all, and hate you probably. So yeah, you can only do as best as you can by informing them and hope that they trust. As if you know what you're doing, that is.
That's true. And it lines up with the vision. The seer mentioned that lots of villagers perished. Isn't there something we can do to help them cooperate?
We should focus on ourselves, Valessa. There's no point wasting time on something we can't change. Let's get away from these prying ears. I have some more news.
He smiles as we approach the exit of Valinnorth. News? In our current situation, that doesn't sound promising. But with curiosity piqued, we follow Zamira with haste. You're about to visit the Valinnorth region map. Story flow of the areas is the same as before. However, you now have access to optional side areas. These are indicated by a question mark near the map icon. Okay. So side missions are question marks, but things with X's or something like that are actual places that we need to go to. Now the question marks aren't actual places, just, they aren't as necessary at the moment or at all. And being a story, why not squeeze out everything we possibly can out of it? Like East Crown, we can just wander all the way over there instead of going to the proper area. Stuff like that. So, since we want to explore all that we can, East Crown! Taking a small detour, very, very, very small. This is very, very, very out of the way though. We decided to check out East Crown. The cold is overwhelming, so we huddle by torchlight.
Oh my gosh, this is intense. I've heard the stories, but I thought they were exaggerating. We shouldn't stay here too long. I feel like I'm gonna die.
Ugh, Fortum, don't be so dramatic. I'm sure we have time to examine the area. Just don't go in any further, alright?
Yeah, I guess so. Sorry. Look, I can see my breath. How cool is that?
I'll admit that is pretty cool. Barely out of Valinnorth and already seeing new stuff. I'm guessing it has something to do with the cold?
It's insane. I can't believe how much the spirits help us. Without their power, this is what Valinnorth would look like. They keep us warm and let our village fight off the cold.
If Milas is right, then this is Valinnorth's future. It's only setting in now that I see it for myself. There must be something we can do to save our village.
I sure hope so. Let's take a quick look around. It'd be dangerous to stay here for too long.
Yeah, biting cold. He inches closer to the torch to keep himself warm. Valessa and I don't seem to be too bothered and start looking around. Alright, so yeah, let's click around. Mountaintop. The mountain goes up so high. It's amazing. It's a shame that nobody will ever reach the top. Maybe we weren't meant to find out East Crown's secrets. Valessa and Fortame are huddled beside the torch. Truth be told, it was cold as well. This place is intense. I finally understand why it remained unmapped for so long.
Hey, move it, Valessa! You're hogging all the heat.
No way! Your outfit is much warmer than mine.
It doesn't matter. Do you want me to die or something?
Are you sure you want the answer to that question?
What?
They continue arguing as well as I walk away from the torch. We probably shouldn't spend too much time in East Crown. We have a long journey ahead. We can't succumb to the cold. I take a few steps down the trail, but immediately turn back. It actually hurts to breathe. I didn't know nature could be so hostile. I shrug and turn back to my friends. We may never know East Crown's secrets. Some people actually lived in this land. There's a flag here, but I'm not sure what it signifies. Perhaps somebody made it that far before giving up. I don't blame them. I'm already wanting to leave. There's a book around here somewhere. There's a torch. Maybe I'm not allowed to go any further just yet. It's like I have to get warmed up. Warmed up? Well, I don't see anything else. But apparently there's a book here. I can't seem to go anywhere else, so... I guess that's all I can really do. No, fully... Okay. Apparently we fully clicked on everything as far as now. Or maybe just saying that we did check here. There was a book there, though. Not sure where. But we'll see. We'll go back. Let's go to... wherever this is. We enter the outskirts of Valinnorth and take in deep breaths. The air is so fresh and pure. It's almost hard to explain. However, our enjoyment is hindered by Zamara's worried look.
Well, what's the news? Is everything okay, Zamira?
I guess everything is fine. Technically. It's just something I need to tell you in private. The villagers will have enough on their plates tonight.
So it's something that affects them too?
More than that, actually. Look, I'll be completely honest with you. I'm sure Valinnorth will be resettled in the future.
I'm glad you think so, Zamira. I was starting to worry about everything. Seems like Milas has everything under control.
Yeah, about that, this is where it gets a little awkward. You see, he didn't really tell you everything.
What? Really?
This is starting to get pretty overwhelming. He seemed pretty open. What was he hiding? I don't think I can handle another revelation.
It was probably too embarrassing for him to admit, but he doesn't really want to lead Valinnorth anymore. He told me when he gets to Mazeo, he's staying for good.
That can't be true.
He was doing such a good job.
He was, but I understand where he's coming from. It's possible to be good at something you don't enjoy. He deserves a fresh start, a pursuit of his own choosing.
Mm-hmm. That was actually in one of the previous episodes that I made, where they were talking about I kind of was just chosen to be the seer, and I didn't really get to choose to be the seer. I was the seer. I didn't really get to choose my own life, so I had to be in this route. So yeah. And she said that she would have liked to have something else, but she was kind of thrust into this position. But she said she doesn't really hate it, but it wasn't really her choosing.
I guess so. Then what about resettling Valinnorth? Who'd be in charge when that happens?
People would migrate back too slowly. We'd be in no shape to hold a formal election. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but that means...
Bingo.
the seer.
Does somebody want to fill me in?
Matters of Valinnorth's future. With no elder, they're under the jurisdiction of the seer. Believe it or not, he gets to choose the next leader.
A contingency plan for special cases like this. The only condition is that you can't choose yourself. Your duty and role in Valinnorth is already well established. Take your time, evaluate the candidates, and think about it. Again, it's not really bad news, it's just another change.
Yeah.
There's really nothing to think about, though. Choose me, then I won't be the third wheel anymore. We can be a trio, and work together all the time.
Hey now, let's not jump to conclusions. I think I'd be a fine candidate for Elder. Fortum was trained to fill the gap I'd leave.
Oh my. I should have expected this. Sorry to put you in an awkward situation.
It's only awkward if Valessa makes it awkward.
Whatever.
They cross their arms and turn away from each other. You guys are kind of picking on each other. I mean, yeah, it's nice if you want to be the elder, but note one thing. Being the elder is a position of responsibility, not just a title. I'm pretty sure you know that, but don't just let it be just a title that you own. Some people forget that. Titles are not just a title of power, a position of power. It's a position of responsibility. Fighting over an opening that was only revealed seconds ago. I could understand their passion, but we needed unity right now.
Look! This might not be relevant for years to come. There's no need to argue about this. Stay focused. We have a really important job on our hands, you know?
Well, that's probably not the face that would be going with that sentence. Because it looks like they didn't give him any angry face or serious face. He has more of just positive looking faces. They don't respond, and simply retain their pose. Their passion for Valinor is admirable, but intrusive. We had a clear goal, and now things are getting muddied.
None of you know where Peregrino is, right? If I start walking without you, you'll get lost. I'll give you a few minutes, but I'm on a schedule.
With personality that has that kind of seriousness to it, like urgency and seriousness to it, you need to give him a face for it. It's not disliking it. Voice, character, and story, it's all good. I enjoy it. If you're gonna make someone serious, you gotta give them a serious face, or they won't take them seriously. The threat makes them both turn back around.
Good. That's what I thought. Take a few moments to talk amongst yourselves. But when you're ready to go, we need to move as fast as we can.
All right.
Yeah, fair enough.
Zamira rests against a nearby tree and lets out a loud sigh. He was just relaying information. The fallout wasn't his to deal with. We have a few minutes to spare. I should make the most of it. Oh, looky. We got a few conversations to have. Quite a few conversations to have, as well as backstory. And clicking around the map. Alright, I guess we'll just do this. In fact, all these stories and talkie tos, we'll probably only get to some of them before I just start using the rest of them in the... No, I could probably get out to all of them in this one. We'll do that. We'll try. I tried looking as far back as I could. I thought I might be able to see where the stream led. But it went too far, and I couldn't see a thing. It would be good to use as a landmark, so we didn't get lost. The trees out here look different than they did at home. Back in Valinor, they were touched by civilization. Out here, they were untouched and looked more wild. Even the scent of the air seemed a lot different. That's nature for you. Oh wait, I just wanted to click on a different part of the tree. Never mind, tree is tree. The leaves were swaying in the wind. A few fall down, and they soar around majestically. We're far enough from Eastcrown that they didn't wilt. It's amazing how much the spirits helped us, helped out our settlement. The ground is soft and full of grass. It's growing out of control. I noticed right away. There was nobody out here to trim it like in the village. It's odd how much can change due to an invisible line. Indeed. Alright. I guess... why not these people? Then we'll just move on with our peoples. After these peoples. Yeah, backstory. Damek returned to the surface with Grizz at his side. The older man took a deep breath, enjoying the fresh air. It was a little stuffy down there, but they could make do.
Digging tunnels underneath their own church. I guess it makes sense. Nobody really comes here. Museo isn't exactly known for its pious people.
Easy to get away with. Though I have to say, it's pretty ironic, the rebellion settling in the Triumvirate's church.
A bit poetic, isn't it? Maybe after this we can settle in their castle.
One step at a time. Let's not get carried away. I'll write them and let them know what we found. After all these years, I'm not sure how to feel.
Relieved, with a side of being terrified. At least that's how I feel about all of this. Finding another spirit idol. This changes everything.
I always assumed that was the idol, at the altar. It was always so dim. We just thought that it was dying, but it was receiving power from something deep underground. It's nice to know that the theories were correct. The search was starting to feel like a lost cause.
The only lost cause is their pursuit of conquest. Let them know what you found. Let's get things started.
What are you planning, Damek?
I'll let you know tomorrow if everything goes well. I have to prepare for the arrival of our special guest. But trust me, I've put a lot of thought into this plan.
You've earned my trust.
Grizz nods before leaving the church. Damek, now alone, approaches the altar. He smiles as he places a hand upon it.
It won't be long until the Triumvirate sends their forces. If I'm lucky, they might even come to see it for themselves.
His smile turns into more of a sinister smirk.
Right now, they're busy with Valinor. But by the time they reroute, my army will be in place. When they set foot underground, we'll kill them all.
I'm kind of questioning, is he a good guy or bad guy? I'm really not sure. Or maybe he is a good guy, but he just has this kind of outlook on it. Your turn. Halen finally caught up with his master. He was slightly out of breath, having run a great distance, but his annoyance outweighed anything. He was lied to.
Sophie, explain yourself immediately. You told me to wait in the castle atrium. If I did that, you would have left without me.
Oh, did I really say that? I'm sorry. I must have gotten carried away with our prisoner. How did your meeting with the Triumvirate go, Halen?
They refused to tell me these secrets. Something about my loyalty not being strong enough.
Well, look at it this way, Halen. The mission we're going on is very important. No better way to prove your loyalty to the cause.
I guess you're right. But I don't like being left in the dark.
Then you'll get along great with Shane. He's been pestering me with questions all day.
I don't fraternize with prisoners.
Whatever you say.
So he walks away, laughing in a mocking fashion. Halen and the prisoner slowly follow suit.
You know, we have a long boat ride ahead of us. Might not be a bad time to start fraternizing.
Did I stutter, Shane? Leave me be.
Oh, you think you're better than me, right? Well, here's some food for thought, apprentice. You're more a prisoner to the Triumvirate than I am.
What did you just say?
Neither of us will know true freedom. We're nothing but a means to an end. They'll kill you the moment you disobey. We have no choice but to follow orders. The difference is, you do this willingly. I have no idea why. You seem smart to me.
Using logic to his leverage. Well, I was kind of right that sometimes these conversations can actually lead on like, when I thought it would just not be that much of a time to take on conversations, there's actually quite a few paths to use in conversation. So, I think I'm going to leave it off here. But there's always the next episode to have all these conversations at once. So yeah. Thank you for stopping by. And like I said, and I say this every once in a while just to, I guess, remind myself, if you're here, you must be interested. Because why would you jump into the middle of a story? You must have gotten here from episode 1, 2, 3, 4, and whatever episode this is. So you must be enjoying and curious in some form. So thank you guys for stopping by. And until I see you guys again, have a great day, everyone.